Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
Jimmy.
Hey, yeah, I'm just phoning to check you put out the recycling.
You're a sad, sad little man, aren't you?
I'll take that as a no.
Mate, unclench, all right? I'll go back at lunch. Happy?
I'm fine. It's you I'm worried about.
What, because I didn't put the green bin out?
The red one, no. Listen, I'm worried about your gambling.
Well, don't be. It was just a moment of madness. You know how much I wanted that partnership.
Yeah, well, it's gone now, so you have to move on.
All right, that's easy for you to say, isn't it?
Listen, you got a good job. Don't lose it. Apologise. Pour oil. Where are you?
Just out for a coffee and a paper.
Well, you're going to be late, mate. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Ah!
Hi, Aunt. It's only me. I got you shopping. Where'd all that dust come from?
Oh, the attic.
You went up there?
I needed to find these. They were mine when I was a baby.
Auntie, but it's filthy up there and dangerous. What if you'd have fallen?
Oh, I have to get ready.
Look, how about a nice cup of tea, eh? Bet you haven't even had breakfast yet, have you?
There's too much to do.
Well, how about we get a doctor to come in and look at you?
Soon. It's very nearly time. You can call one then.
Auntie, you're freaking me out.
It'll all be fine. Everything will be fine. He will be here. And then...
OK, I'm just popping out. I forgot the milk, but you stay here, OK? Just stay in bed until I get back.
Just the notes, please, Twinkle Toes.
Oh, don't.
Hungover.
No, all that tapping reminds me of my nightmare last night.
Were you tapping in it?
You do not want to know.
Daniel may be a bit late, so I'll cover for his patients till he gets here.
Ah, so he's not even going to try and prove us wrong.
He who casts the first stone.
Meaning?
We are none of us perfect.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your partnership manoeuvres were pretty unsporting.
Just trying to protect the mill, Heston.
Nevertheless...
Save the lecture. OK, Jimmy's already tried. Washed up. Staked everything on that job.
Foolishly.
Yeah, and I've lost.
So you just give up?
What do you think, Julia might...
And not a cat in hell's?
Thank you.
That's no reason to give up.
Well, what's the point in trying if it's hopeless?
Where's the fun in a fight you know you're going to win?
You're so contrary.
That's my middle name. Start by pouring some of the Granger charm over Julia.
She's immune.
OK, so mutate it into a sincere apology. Say that you're sorry and mean it.
Oh, no.
Forget it.
No, not you. One click of the wrong button, I could have lost the whole timesheet.
Joys of technology, eh?
So?
I came to say sorry.
Excuse me?
Came to apologise.
Daniel, you forget I know you.
Seriously, this is a straight down the line apology. I completely understand why you offered me such a restrictive contract. I'm a liability.
Your words, but I don't disagree with them.
Even I can't deny my track record. You did the right thing, OK? And I'm sorry that I lashed out at you, accusing you of stuff. I'm sorry. It was a prime example of why you ruled me out. So.
OK, what's this really about?
Just that I know that I messed up.
And you mean that?
Scout's honour.
Somehow I don't see you as a scout.
Got kicked out.
Imagine my surprise. OK, all right, Daniel, look, I'm sorry too. I lied to you. I've upset Karen big time. And Heston is doing a very good job of looking down at me from a great height without offering very much support.
Well, if I was a partner, I could always offer you support. Joke.
Hilarious.
Am I one to take advantage of a situation?
Is the Pope a Catholic? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Want me to take a look at that?
Be my guest.
I need to see a doctor, please.
Name?
Joan Wolfe, my aunt. I need to talk to someone about her. I'm a carer.
Okay. About 5 o'clock this afternoon.
No, that's too late. I'm really worried about her.
Hi, Pip. What's going on?
It's Aunt Joan. She's losing it. I don't know what to do.
I was just trying to...
If you wait, I'll fit you in.
Thank you.
Mr. Klein?
You tell me what this nightmare was, then? You do not want to know. Try me. Well, the dancing was great, but we were all dressed up as zombies. Amy had made us all zombie costumes.
Like Thriller?
No, like Shaun of the Dead.
She wouldn't do that.
And you sure about that? Because...
She's an artist.
Exactly.
There you go. Simples.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Look, Danny, when I bamboozled you about the money, there was method in my madness, you know.
I know.
It's just that with the debt and the escort stuff and the gambling, not to mention the bad publicity.
It's all right.
It's just that I want you to know and understand where I'm coming from.
I do understand. And if it had been me, I would have done the same thing.
I mean, even the other day, you know, when you flew off the handle about the reference, it's hardly the action of a rational man.
I'd have to be an idiot not to realise that you made the only possible decision.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I'll just have to settle for the fact that one day you may reconsider me in the dim and distant future.
Yes, of course.
Then I can ask no more.
Well, it's all right, lady. I'm not going to hurt you. I didn't think there was anyone here.
I knew you'd come.
What?
Freddie! Oh.
It's all right, it's all right.
This is going to sound totally weird, but I really don't think she is mad. At least not in any other way. It's just...
Fire away.
My aunt reckons that she's pregnant.
There you go. Right, will you be all right now?
Now that you're here,
I can't stay.
don't leave me.
I'll call an ambulance before I leave.
You have to be here for the birth. Now that you're here, the baby will arrive very soon.
I didn't really think too much of it at first. I just, you know, thought it was some sort of old lady fantasy, something to do with the fact that she'd never had children.
Not having children doesn't instantly condemn you to lunacy.
It was also harmless at first, you know, the odd comment about a baby and something about someone coming to see her. I bought her fish oil tablets. I read they were good for the brain. But this morning, I caught her sorting through old baby clothes. She'd been in the attic to get them. She's not going to have to be sectioned, is she?
I have no idea.
So you'll come and see her then?
Well, can't you persuade her to come in?
Well, she won't leave until he comes.
He?
Yeah, I don't know who he is. Do you think this is some sort of dementia?
It does sound like she needs a medical assessment.
Or maybe she just needs someone like you to tell her it's not true. She might believe you.
It's okay, just put my appointments back a bit, but look at that. Come on, Mrs. Jenks.
Who was that? Another Botox client?
She's just lost her husband.
Not bad, this place, is it?
A bit modern for my taste.
And the colour scheme is very NHS.
I say, we're here to see Dr. Carter.
Do you have an appointment?
Ravi?
Hugo, you old scoundrels, are you bunking off?
We have come to lead you astray. Ah, just wanted to make sure you're still on for hosting the annual bun fight.
Of course.
General practice hasn't dulled the old palate, eh?
No, not a bit.
Oh, glad to hear it, old chap.
I will lay on a feast to remember.
Ah, so, how about an early lunch? Found a dear little club just off the main drag. Cracking good feast, surprisingly cheap too. Considering the vintage of the port.
Paperwork, no can do.
Oh, paperwork? Isn't that what pretty things are for?
Look, you chaps go, I'll catch you up later.
Not a bit of it. Hey, we're here on a jolly and we want you along. How about we wait here for you? A lot of sick people.
Yeah. Something to do with it being a surgery?
Ah, receptionist with a sense of humour. Ah. General practice must be looking up.
How about the staff room?
Ah, just the ticket. Maybe you could bring us tea, my dear. It's all a bit low-key.
Well, I like to think of it as cosy and bijou.
What sort of pretties to cheer the place up there?
This is Jerry and Michelle, our two practice nurses.
Charmed. Very decorative.
Yeah, and good nurses too, as it happens.
Two of my oldest and dearest friends, Ravi and Hugo.
Still strutting our stuff in the operating room. Yes, here to ensure he's organising the annual bun fight.
Oh, aren't you all a bit old for that?
An evening of the finest dining, finer wines, and some rather raucous parlour games.
I don't think we need to hear any more.
And this year it isn't even going to be lonely old Heston like it usually is. We can't wait to meet your catch. Lillian, isn't it?
I think the expression is, we're no longer an item.
Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, old chap.
Still, the soiree is in hand. The filet mignon is aging nicely.
Mingimwa.
And I have some rather nice Tuscan cheese, as ripe as a week-old corpse.
Oh, excellent.
So, why did the old girl jump ship?
It's rather a long story.
Hey, not so fast.
Get off!
Not a chance. Do you know him?
No.
I wasn't doing anything. That's that crazy old bird.
Auntie.
I was trying to get a signal so I could call an ambulance.
An ambulance?
She's seriously losing the plot.
Well, let's ask that crazy old bird what she has to say about you.
I wasn't doing anything.
Good. Upstairs, now.
Auntie,
Hello, dear.
are you all right?
Of course I am.
Did the boy hurt you?
My Freddie?
Trust me, she's totally out of a tree.
You over there. Miss Wolfe.
Perfect timing.
Really?
Now that Freddie's here, the baby will be arriving very soon.
Freddie?
I'm Harry.
You always like me calling you Freddie.
She keeps calling me that.
Alfred.
Alfred? Alfred Maven?
My granddad. Alfred Maven was my granddad.
Looks like his bow ties are the only things that stick around for long with Heston. He never did have much luck with women. General practice isn't going to up the ante any. Hardly got the sex appeal of the cut and thrust of surgery, has it? Glad we're around to keep his pecker up again. And test drive his mignon. Would have to be the best for many of our around. Oh, agreed. Poor chap. Never did get rid of that sad old toad look, did he?
On May the 8th, Alfred Maven.
Freddie!
It's not me, it's my granddad.
Likely story.
It is, I swear. It's why I'm here.
Died peacefully at his home, aged 72. It must be the bloke Mum mentioned.
Look, he kept going on about his place before he died. He'd never mentioned it before and suddenly he was showing me photos of this house and talking about some woman that he dumped.
And that's your explanation for creeping around an old lady's house?
We must get ready. It won't be long now.
All right. You and Buttons over there go make us a cup of tea, and I'm going to see to your aunt. It's all right, Miss Wolfe. Under your wrist.
So they were supposed to get married?
The church was booked. The works.
What happened?
You know, he fell in love with someone else. My nan.
Aunt Joan waited her whole life for him.
Look, he felt really guilty.
Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that she wasted her whole life.
He couldn't help the fact that he fell in love.
My mum says she never cried, not once. Never spoke about him again. She just sort of froze.
Your abdomen is quite swollen.
It's the baby.
There's no baby.
I can feel it moving.
No, you can't.
It's coming.
Look, Miss Wolfe. Joan, look at me. At your age, there is no chance it could be a baby.
Oh, I can feel it.
No. Look, this is a condition known as pseudocyesis or false pregnancy. You're in good company. Queen Mary I, Bloody Mary, she had a couple. Listen. Listen. No fetal heartbeat.
You're wrong.
We can arrange for you to have a scan. That can help to explain it away properly. A scan might do the trick.
It's getting stronger. It'll be here soon.
He wished that he'd been brave. He wished that he'd come to see her to tell her what he was doing.
Yeah, well, he should have done.
Yeah, I know.
So you weren't trying to rob the place then?
No. I wanted to see what she was like. You know, see the house and that. Really.
I keep thinking the labour has started and then it stops again.
Because there is no labour.
I know what my body is doing. I know what's happening.
Do you?
Where's Freddie?
Look, Joan, we have been through this. He's dead.
How is she?
Still convinced.
Not going to have a section, are you?
No. It's clear what's triggered this.
Alfred Maven.
Phantom pregnancy is an unusual phenomenon, but it is fairly transitory. If we can just get her to see the reality of the situation, her mind will let go.
How do you do that?
If we could persuade her to have a scan or anything which would give her real, physical, solid proof that there's no baby, that should jolt her mind back to reality.
Freddie?
I'm Harry. Harry Maven, Freddie's grandson. Look, Freddie's not...
Don't upset her.
No, wait.
Well, I must say, you've more than your fair share of shapely female bottoms in this practice.
So, see you for the bash, if you're still up for it.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I don't know how you manage on your own. I mean, I couldn't manage without Bunny's help.
Always managed on my own before.
You know, I'm sure she'd be happy to lend a hand.
Well, I don't need any help.
Because he's got me. Please let me come to the party. You can't keep me a secret forever. He thinks that you wouldn't approve of the age gap, but who cares what crusty surgeons think? I want to tell the world about us.
You do?
You see, he's trying to protect me, but I just want to tell the world.
You dark horse.
Well done, old boy.
It seems that general practice has been good to you after all.
Well, we'll leave you to it.
Oh, thank you, because we don't get to spend that much time together. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm sorry?
Is this some kind of bet?
No, of course not.
You having a laugh at my expense?
They were the ones that were doing that.
Well, of course they were. You threw yourself at me.
They were being sneery about you.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
What?
They said that you were an old toad that couldn't keep a woman for more than 5 minutes. I'm sorry, Heston.
You kept the obituary, remember? Chief mourners include Isabel Maven, wife of 50 years.
No.
Son, Robert Maven, and grandson, Harry Maven.
That's me, his grandson.
Stop this, Freddie.
Harry. Look, Freddie told me a lot about you. About how you used to go for walks along the river About the kingfisher you used to see there. He talked about you a lot before he died.
Died?
But he wanted me to come and see you to say he was sorry.
Sorry.
You know, for letting you down, for not marrying you. He was thinking about you a lot before he died. And he loved you.
I know he loves me.
Well, he did. It was just... He met my nan but you were always his first love. Weren't you?
He'd married and had a family. And I didn't even know about it. I waited. Just waited. Oh, Pip.
Come in. Any more of this toadying and I might begin to suspect that you have an agenda.
Just a cup of tea, Julia.
Daniel, just come back, have a seat.
We've said everything, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go back on any of it.
I haven't asked you to.
It's just that something you said has stuck in my mind.
Okay. What now?
Do you remember the other day, in the heat of the moment, you said that I had underestimated a brilliant partner in the making?
Yeah, and now I realise I was wrong.
Except?
Except?
Except that you might be right.
Where's this coming from?
No, just listen. Now, clearly, there are a lot of things that need to be ironed out, and you do need to grow up. Being a team player is not going to come easy to you.
I thought we were being nice.
But I don't deny that your motives are right, and the Granger Clinic is clearly a success.
So we agree I'm not an unmitigated disaster then?
Maybe you should reconsider the restricted offer that Heston and I made to you.
You mean it still stands?
Yeah.
Let me get this right. You're offering me the partnership?
With the deal that we laid out before, and no whinging.
Absolutely. No whinging. None. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How?
If there's some great longing, a desire buried deep,
50 years.
the mind triggers a physical response, convinces the body of exactly what the mind craves. I think it was the obituary that started it.
Realising he had a family.
So, now we must move on.
Look to the future.
That's all any of us have.
Saying he was sorry, that was what she needed to hear.
Or maybe that's what he wanted.
Did he really ask you to come?
No, but he would have done if he'd known.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I'll see you later. Listen, do you fancy going out for a drink sometime? No worries if you don't, you know.
How do I know you won't stand me up?
After today, I won't dare.
Yeah, sometimes life can be so unfair.
I know exactly how ridiculous they think I am.
Well, why'd you stick with them then?
Because they're my friends.
Friends like those.
I know, but we've been through a lot.
Really?
Hugo was there when I had my heart attack. Ravi looked after Christine last year. I know their faults, but I value their friendship.
The things that they were saying.
It's just banter, Cherry.
Now you've lost me.
The politics of power. It's time I was top dog.
Hey?
I trump them, blow them out the water with the best food and wine.
Well, let me help you.
Sorry?
Oh, come on, I can be whatever you want me to be. Flirtatious, intelligent, sophisticated.
You don't know the first thing about fine dining.
I know how to use a knife and fork.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, come on, let me help you. It'll be fun.
Hey, I got it. What? Julie just offered me the partnership.
Brilliant, mate.
You're not sorry you didn't take it?
No, I was glad to have the old Daniel back.
What a loser.
Yeah, did I just say glad?
You did.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, steady on!
I got it. I'm partner.
You mean...
Yeah, it's all down to you.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You told me to use my charm and hang on in there.
What, and that actually worked?
Yes, it did.
Conversation, etiquette, style, deportment.
Now you're scaring
By
me.
the time we finish, you'll be happy dining with Russian aristocracy.
Oh, we'll teach those pompous fools a lesson.
Come in.
Oh, sorry. Ah, it's all right. I'll see you later.
I sense you've spoken to Daniel.
And how do you sense that?
The yoke of guilt is lifted from your shoulders. I saw him go into your office.
Well, I've just offered him the partnership that we drew up.
And?
And he accepted it.
All's well that ends well.
Is it? Daniel Granger as a partner? I might just have made the biggest mistake of my life.
You know what? I think you've had enough of the sauce, don't you?
Elegant doesn't mean complicated. Who's your favourite poet?
Shakespeare.
Sonnets. I'm impressed.
Take me to my cell.
This isn't about my pay rise.
Not exactly, no. I do think I've come up with an idea.
A family who've outgrown their home and want to swap the big smoke for an escape